But now, Conrad Murray has been running the Beatbox Academy at the Battersea Arts Centre for 10 years. It encourages young people of different backgrounds from across London to engage with theatre, art and music. We went along to one of his workshops to talk to him about the academy, politics and class in the art world.
My name is Conrad Murray. I'm a storyteller, a performer, an artist, a director, a writer, a beatboxer. I grew up in a council estate in Mitcham, South West London. The Beatbox Academy can inspire kids from working-class backgrounds to get involved because anyone can do it. It's just using your mouth, it's getting some beats. You don't need any training or any prior kind of background. You just got to want to come and have a good time, like music, and it's free. You don't have to use words, that's just a provocation. You might want to start off making some music first. So Ali might sing something, put bass under there. You might want to start jamming to it, and then Luke might say, I've got a lyric here. So you can write lyrics for one person, and we all have different kind of lyrics and words. Any more questions? We good? Cool. I'm quite open and honest about having a social worker, not having the best childhood, and I think that it lets other working class people know that these things are normal and other people go through it, and yet you can do that. You can still get on with your life, you can still direct shows, be a performer and be involved, and I think that my work allows them to know that unlike a council estate, no one's really into performance or arts, and probably had no business hanging around theatres, making performance, whatever. Being like working class, you don't really think you can do it because where are you going to get the training, how do you get involved? So it's very hard to kind of express yourself and know where to go because there's no precedent. I didn't know of anyone else kind of doing what I wanted to do and being involved in theatre and performance. I think it's very important that artists talk about class because other kids like myself who live on council estates whose parents maybe haven't got the most amount of money or who are working but like low wages need other people to say, yo, I was working class and I did it, and you can do it as well.
In my mind today, I feel I will obey. The dream goes on in my mind today, I feel I will obey.
I think music and theatre can change the world because art kind of helps people see the world in a different scope, a much bigger scope, and we feel it. I think just telling people, do this, vote that way, you should do this, this will change the world, doesn't. But I think that people experiencing it through art, it affects you in a much different way, on a much deeper level, in a spiritual level, than just dogmatic, kind of do this and that. I think the world could be a lot better place if that was the case. You can be a bus driver with the spirit of a dancer, be a plumber with the spirit of a beatboxer. That they have a voice, they have a story, use it, it's powerful, create art, create beats, create music, create theatre and use those stories. If you go to watch films, if you go to listen to music, a lot of the stories are our stories, but it's told by middle class people. And it's like, that's your currency, tell your story, own it, own it. If I ain't gonna do it, who's gonna do it? I ain't seen a story like mine before, but it's very usual. Loads of kids have social workers, grow up in a council estate, have abusive alcoholic parents. Loads of people have that. But if I don't tell the story, the next kid isn't gonna do it, the next person isn't gonna do it and do it in a better way than I've done it, I always think I want the next person to tell it a lot better in a lot more poetic way and just it's not gonna stop all the problems in the world, but it might make you feel a bit more accepted.
Really inspirational stuff there. Make sure you take a look at Conrad's website, which is conradmurray.org, for more information on his workshops and shows. His adaptation of Frankenstein will be touring across the UK next year.